partnerships with all different sectors engaged, from the diplomatic community, the UN system, the communities, to promote good practices. With that, I would like to give the floor to Your Excellency, Mustafa Omer. Please, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, colleagues and participants of this panel discussion. It's my privilege to say a few things on the topic of disinformation and migration from the perspective of an African country, second most populous African country, Ethiopia, which happens to also host close to 1 million people as migrants in Ethiopia, which also is the route through which a number of other African brothers and sisters use as a route when they are going for migration to Middle East, to Europe and other countries, and which also itself produces its share of migrants. So when I looked at the panel and the question, I reflected on the disinformation from the perspective of the migrant producing country mainly, because I felt the question was more related to the impact of disinformation in the host countries, xenophobia, crime, political implications, culture and identity related challenges that migrants face in the destination countries. But as an Ethiopian and also from African perspective, I think that disinformation that has the highest impact on our communities is the one related on the opportunities related to migration, particularly on the expectations that are created by success stories of migrants, which tend to overstate the blessing and the successes of migrants in developed countries, but also understate the challenges and failures that migrants face along the routes, particularly when they go through irregular migration. So from that angle, I think the best way of handling this would be to find the right data on the opportunities, the right information, but also to be aware of the efficacy of data, or rather the inefficacy of data in this post-truth world when it comes to informing opinions about migrations. So as far as the developed country problem is concerned, I think the disinformation is related to the issues I raised earlier about the xenophobia, the political polarizations that we see in the West, in Western countries. And I think it's not only nowadays something that is about disinformation, but I think it's having some real political implications in the sense that in a lot of traditionally migrant hosting countries, the rise of right-wing political parties indicates that the impact